Howdy folks, just a little catch up here on what we're going to be doing today. I'll flip this camera around here and going to be working on getting this rear end right here put back together, the bearings in it, and switched out onto here. I can't put my tires on these rims yet. I got to get the adapters 8 by 6.25 to 6 by 5.5, or I think I said that wrong. 8 by 6.5 to 6 by 5.5. Yeah, that's what it is. So I'm waiting on those spacers still to come in the mail. I did do research on my rear end here to make sure that it is exactly what I thought it was, what I was told it was, and it is. It's a 1987 Dana 60 with 410 gears in it. I found the tag, cleaned it up, brought it inside, a little metal tag that was bolted on the back of the rear end I took off. Not sure if this hub on this side is any good or not, because I thought the wheel bearing was seized up on this sucker here, but as it turns out, it's not. It wasn't. The race, which is right here, which I have pressed in now, was actually inside the hub, dangling around with the wheel bearing. So I used a screwdriver and pried it out of there because it wouldn't come out any other way. And then I tapped it back in gently. I think I got it right up against the rim on the inside there. And hopefully I got that right. And I'm just going to grease the crud out of them with some red high temp grease and put it back together and tighten it up and put the tires back on them. Just some junk tires that came with the rear end when I got it. They're just completely garbage, but they do hold air, so that's all that matters. And get this rear end put over here onto this one. Should be fairly easy to switch rear ends. You got your bolts up top of here and the shocks, and then I should be able to use my tractor and pick up the back side of this frame and push this rear end out of the way and roll the other one up in there and bolt it down. So hopefully it works out like I'm hoping. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but that's the plan for right now. And then after that's done, then we're going to begin getting all these pipes and tubes there, you see, like that, off of this frame, and start sandblasting with the sandblaster. Howdy folks. Alright, flip this camera. Got the old rear end off, put the other one on, the 410 gears, and there is a slight problem. As you can see, they don't quite line up. So I'm probably going to have to cut those and re-weld them over a little bit, so they do fit. That's the 410 gear, Dana 60, and that's the old original, yeah, it's my nasty junk pile, because I remodeled my house and everything went out there. Needs to be burnt. But anyways, that rear end is the one that's going to be going, or the tires are going to be coming off there and coming onto here after I get the adapters, because that's what's on the front too. This Dana 60's got 2-inch adapters on each side. They go to 8 by 6.5 to 6 by 5.5 for these rims right here, so I can still use my same tires. But that's where we're at right now. I'm going to work on getting the rear end on, and I probably won't get the sandblasting today like I wanted to, so that means it'll probably be tomorrow. But that's all for now, folks. Well folks, things didn't turn out the way I wanted them to. Today was a little bit rough, as you've seen out there. Things aren't lining up how I was hoping they would, and now those mounts are going to have to be cut off, moved over, and re-welded back on. So I didn't get the sandblasting today. I doubt I'll be able to start sandblasting tomorrow, because I'll be working on the rear end to get the rear end mounted to make it a roller. So I want the front and rear end on there before I start sandblasting. That way when I do it, I get everything. And I ain't got to do it separately. But that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I guess it's going to be all for this video. It wasn't much, that's for sure. Tiny little updates, and that's about it. I got that hub halfway's worked, so it'll work on there. The inside of the one hub is completely hollowed out. It's wore completely out, so the race won't stick in there. So I had to put 4 tap welds on the inside of that hub, and then pound the race down up against the tap welds, so it wouldn't. The little welds would keep it from popping through the hub altogether. And it's working. It's a temporary solution until I can get a new hub for it, because that hub is definitely shot. Yeah, it looks like that's pretty much where we're at the moment. Not much of any other update. Tomorrow I'll be working on trying to get that rear end on there the rest of the way and on correctly. Alrighty, y'all, have a good one. Enjoy.